What's up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome to another unboxing video for fanboysanonymous.com. I am Tony Mango, your host, and today we're going to be opening up this box right here from the good folks over at popinabox.us. They specialize in the Funko Pop vinyl figurines that are insanely popular nowadays. I'm kind of behind the curve when it comes to that. I don't really know exactly too much about them all that much. But you know what? I'm interested to see what I got here. And I'm going to give you a breakdown of exactly what we have in store. So before I open up the box and figure out what I got, I want to give you a breakdown of what Pop in a Box is and how they work and all the other information that you need to know. As you can see, I've got the website loaded up here on the screen. I'm not going to read everything to you. You're old enough, you can do that yourself. So what you're going to do is you're going to make up your account, which I've already done. And you're going to see a bunch of different options here. And what essentially this breaks down to is you can add in all the pops that you already have in your collection. I have none whatsoever. So you have 0 pops. A little lonely. If you already have purchased a bunch and you just want to keep track of the ones that you have because you're a big collector and you want to make sure you get all of certain different things or whatever like that, add them to the list and then you'll be able to keep track of that much, much easier. And as far as which pops that you get from Pop in a Box, that is what you could do with the thumbs up and thumbs down function. You can see a couple different things that are listed here, and you're going to go through and you're going to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down to whatever ones that you like or you dislike. And for instance here, I am not into Game of Thrones, so I'm going to give a thumbs down to the Iron Throne because I don't care about that. But I do like superheroes, so US Agent, pretty cool. That's going to get a thumbs up. Reverse Flash, of course I'm going to give a thumbs up to that. Not too big on Disney, so Inside Out was okay. It wasn't great. I'm going to give a thumbs down to Disgust, and it's going to keep going like this, and you can do it this way, but if you actually want to go to something a little bit more specific, and you want to do things in bulk, you can go to the Customize Plan function, and you'll see big lists of different things. Now, I mentioned before, I'm not into Game of Thrones, so I gave the no thanks to all of them in one shot. Not interested in Game of Thrones, not interested in Magic the Gathering at all. So, as soon as you say no thanks, you're actually not going to get anything that you say no thanks to. So, I'm into Star Wars, I'm into WWE, obviously, because it's Mark Out Moment. I'm into the superheroes and stuff. So, the different things like the Pop Heroes, I'm pretty much going to say yes to everything. Pop Marvel, pretty much the same. Star Wars, yeah, all of them are going to be great. But specifically, if you like certain things and you don't like other things that are within the list, you can go to the Rate Individual Items, and you can click on View All Items, and you'll see a bunch of different options. Now, just looking at this list right here, you can see I've already given thumbs down to a bunch of horror things because I'm not into horror stuff either. But I do like Beetlejuice. He's a cool kind of guy. So if I were to give a thumbs up to Beetlejuice, but I didn't want, say, Gizmo, then you can do that through the list without actually having to put down that you don't want anything from whatever that big grouping is. And anything that you don't like is going to go under your Pop Grave. So you can see a list here of different things that I went through and I wasn't that into and didn't really want to see here. We got Eddie Munster. No, yeah, I'm not a fan of Doctor Who. Sorry. So all the Doctor Who ones to me were off limits. Very, very good to know that you're not going to be able to get those kind of things and you're only going to get the ones that you gave a thumbs up to because then you know for sure you're going to get something that you like and you don't know exactly what you're going to get, which is part of the fun, but it is going to be something that you enjoy. So I'm curious which things I got out of the list of the things that I was interested in. So I'm going to open up that box. Alright, so with that being said, let's see what we got here. I already kind of cut off a little bit of the tape at the bottom of this to make this easier for me to do this one-handed. But I didn't get a chance to peek inside yet. So, what do we got? We got bubble wrap, yes. Looks like we got Batman. I'm terrible at this. And Captain Phasma. Alrighty, so I was able to get a Star Wars one and a Batman one. That's pretty awesome considering those are two of the ones that I was really, really interested in getting. I wanted to kind of have a focal point on Star Wars and on superhero kind of stuff, so they followed the rules. They didn't get me any kind of like weird Disney things that I wasn't too fond of, or any musical ones or something like that, where I would just kind of be like, I don't even know what the hell some of the characters are and stuff like that. But Batman is super cool. My favorite superhero of all time. Captain Phasma, not as cool as some of the other characters in the Star Wars pantheon, but that's mostly because she didn't really do anything. But awesome design on the character at the very least. And got a feeling that the Pop figure is going to be sitting on my shelf and doing about as much as what Captain Phasma actually does in the movie, which is a good sign for the Funko Pop, bad sign for Captain Phasma. But let's break these apart, actually. Not break them. What am I saying that for? Let's open these up and take a look at what they actually are outside of the box. Alright, so as you can see right here, the Captain Phasma one is an actual bobblehead, nodding its head for, yes, I should have been doing something more in this movie. You can actually take it off the stand if you don't want that. If you want it to be, the same height on the shelf as all the other ones that don't have one. But it is nice that you get that stand, just in case, if you wanted to have it, not fall over. Because it is one of the bobbleheads, so it's got to be a little bit easier to damage that with that little spring that's on the inside. And let's just turn this around, take a look at that real quick. There's the cape and Captain Phasma's ass. Now, Batman, not one of the bobbleheads, but you can actually shift the head around a little bit. It's a little different from the actual suits that they used in the Batman movies, because one of the big problems with the Batman movies was they couldn't turn their head. If you remember in The Dark Knight, he actually makes that a point of going, I kind of want to be able to turn my head, because they used to always have the rubber around the neck in some kind of way where the actors would have to go like this every time they were going to turn around and stuff like that. Look at this, I'm already playing with it like I'm a little kid. So this Batman is reminiscent of the Dark Knight 1, actually. If you can tell, my lighting is terrible here, sorry about that, but it's got kind of the armor look to it. And similar utility belt, that kind of stuff. You got the little gauntlets there. And it's kind of adorable. He's scowling, even though he's, just this little tiny guy. So pretty cool. I mean, if you're looking for this kind of a thing, this is a cool service. This is a means for you to take part in the unboxing surprise kind of thing, but you actually know exactly what you're going to get, or close to what you're going to get, because you get to pick what things you want and what things you don't like and stuff. So, if you're somebody like me, who you like the superheroes, you like the Star Wars stuff, and the other kind of things that I was getting, you're going to get something that you like, instead of just opening up some kind of Loot Crate or Nerd Block or whatever box and getting whatever the hell they decide to put in there. So, thumbs up. Oh, there you go. Thumbs up to the Funko Pop in a Box guys. So once again, I just want to thank the people at Pop in a Box for sending these two pops my way. Very cool new additions to my shelf. Head on over to their website to sign up and start working on your collections today. And if you do, be sure to tweet at them and tell them that you came from Fanboys Anonymous. And as always, hit that thumbs up button on this video if you want to see more of these unboxing videos. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment on which one of these two you like the best, or anything else that you want to sound off on. But that's it for now. I'm Tony Mango, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Geeks out.